Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from Central Texas, USA, at my home base. Well, was my home base. I'm trespassing right now, and I've looked at buying homes. I've looked at buying. I'm taking one of my shoes off to keep my stuff from blowing away over here. But I actually looked really seriously at buying a tiny home. It was like, well, the asking price was 58,399 square feet. I'll show you a picture of it. Of the one. I was really serious. See it right there? 399 square feet, one bedroom, kitchen, dining combination, full bath. Got a big 8-foot by 15-foot patio. Yeah, very nice. And it's already set up on the lot. They're skirting it now, and all utilities are in. It's in a little subdivision called Boxwood in Kingsland, Texas. It's a new tiny home community, and I think I've got their, well, I thought I might have their information. Here it is. Let me tell you what it's all about here. Here you go. It's called Boxwood Tiny Homes, a Kingsland tiny home community. It says they're full-time retirement resident. Boxwood is starting off as a 1-acre development with ample green space, a common area, and 8 tiny home spaces. Leased spaces are approximately 45 feet wide, 70 feet in depth. And here was the deal killer for me, or one of them. The lot rent is $485 a month. If you buy the tiny home for $58,000, and then you own the home, but you don't own what's under it, called Mother Earth. But for that, you get water, sewer, trash disposal, grounds maintenance, and you don't have to pay any property taxes. Of course, the electricity the homeowner pays, and there's apparently some internet available, but I just use my hotspot. But yeah, it's a neat deal, and I liked it because there was only 8 spots, but $485 a month. Lot rent was a little stout for old Dad. So that was a part of the deal killer. And the other part of the deal killer, I guess the biggest part aside from that was, I sat in that little tiny home, and the living room, it was partially furnished, had a little bed, had the bed too, a bed. And there's just so much space, man. There's just so much unused space. It has high ceilings, and of course it has I can't remember the type of air conditioner it is. It has an outside compressor and stuff, and then inside they got a thing that blows the air. It's not like central air, but it works about the same. It's supposed to be very energy efficient, and everything was all electric. Had a big 4-burner stove with an oven, big oven, big gigantic refrigerator, probably a 14, 15 cubic foot, maybe more. I don't know. It was huge. And had a spot for a washer and dryer and all that stuff. And I sat there and I walked around and I thought, okay, Rusty, do you really want to live in this? And I kept thinking, man, I don't know. It was really kind of scary to me to be back in a home again. And, because my little place here, my little casita, my 17-foot casita has 84 square feet, and this one has 399 square feet. Round numbers, that's 5 times the space I've got right now. And, somebody's going to say, well, that's a home. I know it is, but I do what I do, you do what you do. And always remember that. But I've decided that I'm just going to stay in the RV. And, I had the money to be able to pay cash for the tiny home. Well, almost. And, but yeah, that would have been a pretty well done deal there. But the $485 a month lot rent, and that's the starting point. You got to know it might go up from there, but it's cheaper than rent. If you look at a 1-bedroom apartment in this area, it's probably a nice one, $800 to $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. So if you look at it from that angle, it's a good deal. But if you look at it from my angle, coming from this, where I pay basically property taxes and of course my utilities, which is $125 a month for all that, maybe $150 tops. That's $330 a month more. And what am I getting? I don't know. So having said that, there went the tiny home deal for now. I'm going to watch the development and see how it works out. They're going to be adding more spaces in the near future. And but I did go ahead and rent an RV spot near a golf course in Llano County, and yeah, it's $300 a month, and that's pretty reasonable. It's a small RV park, got I think 20 spots, and it's on the Llano River. You know, they got a city park nearby, so it'll work for me for a while. And then I'm going to try playing a little golf and see if I can hit a golf ball. I'm going to swing hard in case I hit it. I know y'all are all staring at this Gildan T-shirt, and I understand why. You know, $2 a piece. Come on, I don't mean to show off, but you know. But anyway, having said that, yeah, that's a done deal on that score. And I'll be moving this week, Friday, and I'm getting all my utilities cut off here, and so we're good to go, man. We're ready. I'm mentally ready to go. The spot that I got was not the spot I wanted, naturally, but it'll do. Okay, it'll do until something else comes up. And since I plan to be there for a while, you know, how long's a while? I don't know. As long as I want it to be. Okay, so it's beer 30. I forgot. Das is good. But anyway. So let me show you another picture of a tiny home. They're good-looking units. See, basically they're park model RVs, and as long as they're under 500 square feet, you know, you don't have to pay any property taxes, and you know, because they got wheels underneath, they leave the wheels under there. You know, so if you ever want to move it, you can. So you know, if push comes to shove and you decided you didn't want to live there any longer, you can move your home. Okay. But the lot rent is a dead deal. Enough said about that. I want to mention this. Moving to another topic. Ready? Turn the page. Go. There went the page. Now, I went to my bank on Friday morning, and I wanted to get into my safety deposit box because I have sold my home bases, and I wanted to remove those folders because I don't need them anymore. So I called the bank, and they said, well, we're not letting anybody in the lobby. And I said, well, I'd like to get into my safety deposit box. Well, yeah, you can do that. You know, we'd have to meet you at the door and all this stuff. Got to ask. But anyway, they have what they call a, let me remove my stuff here. Well, I'll just tell you what it is. It's called a customer care entry form, you know, because of this pandemic. You know, they got my name on it, the date, the person that I talked to, the time of the appointment, you hear me? And here's the questions that I had to answer to be able to get in the bank and go to my safety deposit box. I mean, I was the only one in the lobby, okay? The rest of in there were bank employees. There were 3 tellers, but there's nobody allowed in the lobby, so I don't know what they were doing. But anyway, it says, have you traveled in the past 15 days? And I said, well, yeah, hell yeah. I went to the grocery store. I went and got gas. You know, I went over to Marble Falls a few times. Well, no. You know, it has to be out of the county or something. And I said, okay, well, so no. Okay, out of that. And then it says, have you been in a large group setting in the past 15 days with 10 or more people? And I said, well, of course. I went to the grocery store and I went into Walmart. No, that doesn't count. I said, well, what do you mean? And then what does count? You know, well, what counts is, you know, like if you, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I mean, if 10 or more doesn't count in Walmart and it doesn't count at the grocery store and it doesn't count at church or wherever else you could gather, then what does it mean? Never mind. It says, if you have traveled outside of the bank's communities or have been in a large group setting recently, entry into any bank location will not be permitted. Folks, there's something wrong with this. But anyway, enough said. Now, health information. I had more questions to answer, but that's just to get into my safety deposit box. It says, have you or anyone in your household been in contact with anyone who has been sick with symptoms of or diagnosed with the virus in the past 15 days? Well, I have no clue. I mean, I don't know. I've been in contact, or I've been around a lot of people, and, you know, there's no light blinking that says, I got it, you know. It doesn't happen like that. And I said, well, you know, I don't know. And they said, well, you know, has anyone said that they've been sick or what? And I said, no, nobody said it. So then they answered that one, no. And it says, are you experiencing any of the following symptoms today? Fever? No. Cough? No. Shortness of breath? No. Chest pressure? No. Anyway, and then it says, by signing below, I agree to the answers, and then enter the bank. And so you got to sign it and date it, and then there's you got to have the person that prepared this form signs it, and then it has to be signed off by an officer. And then it says the date, and then it says entry granted, yes. So I got to go to my safety deposit box after all that. So if this is the new world that we're entering into, folks, you don't want to know what I think about it. But be that as it may, it's a change. This is all going away. But they had to have a form, and everybody's got to fill it out and lie. That's the crazy thing about it, man. They don't know. No one's in charge. Like these silly questions. Not silly. I'm sorry. Like, have you traveled in the past 15 days? Travel where? Add a little definition to that. Have you been around in a group setting? What constitutes? Never mind. But you see, a little clarity clarification would help significantly to make things a little more predictable and enjoyable. But anyway, it's going away, and it's just about done now. I mean, it's done actually. It's just a matter of the slow bureaucracy passing, or getting the word out and getting back to normal. But what else can I tell you? The weather here is nice, or I wouldn't be sitting out here on the patio. It's probably about 78 degrees right now. It's cloudy, overcast, as you probably can see, and it's a nice day. I mean, for this time of the year, May 31st, 2020, it's great. I have to admit that. So what else can I tell you? You can't see Thorny down here, and I would try to take the camera off and show you, but Thorny is huge. Okay, and I may take the camera off and show you when I get to end here. But anyway, let me take another swaller of beer, and what else? Is there anything else I want to talk about? Not really. Something else I thought about in that tiny home, even though it comes partially furnished, and I could probably talk them out of some more, because I was going to be a cash buyer, and they love that. Hello, America. I get my profit right now. So, but furniture. I don't want furniture. I had furniture. Think about that. I'm going back to sticks and bricks. What the hell is this? Have I gone nuts? And next thing I'll get is a storage building. What the hell is going on here? The night or the day that I looked at the tiny home and was really serious. I mean, I'm telling you, I was right here, man. I was ready to get going. That night, I did not sleep at all. I mean, I tossed and I turned all night. There's a song about that. But I kept thinking, you're going to have to go buy furniture, and then, if you move out of that and you go back to your RV, what are you going to do with all that crap? And I'm thinking, man, I've been through that. I ain't going back there. No. My little Casita 17-footer right there, bless your heart, babe. No, that's home for me, man. I mean, I'll finish out more than likely in an RV. I mean, I can't either in an RV and possibly in an RV park. Now, I'm not going to say I hate to say it, because RV parks, as you get older, at least there's people around, and this particular RV park's close to some entertaining things to do, like outside walking and stuff down by the river, and so there's a lot to be said for that. But man, for me to get a home, I mean, I'm sitting there thinking in my mind, like, yo, brother, a lot of convenience, having a washer and dryer and a flush toilet, and all that stuff. But for me, I've been doing this so long, 25 years or more. And so anyway, enough said about the tiny home stuff. Nope, we're back to the RV life, and I'll probably finish up in the RV life, I think. So having said that, guys, what else can I say? I'm going to try, let me end the video, do my thing, and then I'm going to try to get the camera off, and I'll show you what Thorny looks like now without cutting it off. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want anytime. But use the Amazon link if you want to. All you do is just click and go to Amazon, buy whatever you want. Doesn't cost you 1 penny. Drink plenty of water, 3-4 quarts a day. You'll feel full, so you won't eat so much. And then, take deep breaths, breathe in deep, breathe out slowly, several times a day, lowers your blood pressure. And then what else? Stretch, walk, pedal, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Keep your health. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let Native Ned, Negative Nancy in. That noise you hear is a hummingbird. Sounds like a squeaking noise. Yeah, but they come by here all the time. They go right into that little tree over there. I knew you wanted to know that. Yeah, that little squeaking noise here, that's a hummingbird. Anyway, let me show you Thorny. Get my sunglasses off here. Yeah, this is a trick. See, this thing has pressure down like this, and on a Pixel 3a, if you press on one end of the phone, it goes to what's her name, and if you press on the other end, it tries to cut it off. So what I'm going to try to do is push up right here and slide it out. And guess what? It ain't working worth shit. God dang it. You know, when I want it to come out, it doesn't want to come out.